Good afternoon. We'll start now. I welcome you on this workshop, and I'll first start introducing ourselves. Babbage started business for visually impaired some 20 years ago, and the key philosophy always has been adapt environments for visually impaired people. And our main goal is not selling products, but solving customer problems. So during our journey, sometimes we were unable to solve problems with existing products. And some 8 years ago, we had to solve problems for customers with Citrix environments, the big corporate businesses that we work with. And with the products that we had available at that time, so this means accessibility software, screen readers, and magnification software, solving problems was not in all cases possible. And to make it worse, the number of customers with similar problems grew at that time. So we decided to solve these problems, but yeah, the only way that we were able to do it was to choose for open source community software, NVDA, in combination with the product we are talking today about, Unicorn. The corporate customers were relieved that we were able to solve the problems from that starting point, and our market grew steadily every year. And last year, later in this workshop, Drager and Linet will be added to the workshop. We discovered them, I think, half a year ago. We found out that they have almost exactly the same philosophy. So solving customer problems are also on top of their priority list. And to be honest, we are quite happy with the collaboration, and Drager and Linet will join the workshop later on to tell them about this collaboration. I think it's good to first explain the role of Access for You and the role of Babbage, because this might be a little bit confusing. So the Babbage engineers work on the projects for Access for You to produce the Access for You products, and Access for You more or less is the owner of all the products, but Babbage is the Dutch distributor. So, but we have a close cooperation, of course, because we share engineers more or less. Access for You is the internationally directed operation, and we want the audience of this workshop to become distributors similar to Babbage. Then I can continue with telling you about what subjects we will cope to this afternoon. The first subject is the Access for You product, Ultimate Screen Access. This is a magnification product that we developed some time after Unicorn. Joost will explain what are the unique selling points, and we will have a video message of Ultimate Screen Access just to show it, because the message is quite clear, I guess. We will point out the advantages of distributing Unicorn and USA. And then almost on half of the workshop, we will go a little bit further into technical details of Unicorn, so to make you understand what kind of software this is. After this Unicorn in-depth piece, we will show how to make money with this Access for You products, because we will show you a number of projects that we managed, and we want to show them, because probably in your country similar companies can be helped with our software. After that, Drager and Linet will will join to talk about the combination of the speech box and Easy Task, Draker Leonard Easy Task. This is a Draker Leonard product. And afterwards, we will have the question and answer piece. So if you have any questions, you can put them there. And that's more or less the agenda. And now I give the word to Joost.
Yes, thank you, Mario. You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Yes, my name is Joost van Loon. I'm working at Babbage now for over 10 years. Started as a trainer and advisor, and I'm now the general manager since 3 years. I want to take you back to 2010. At that time, we were using Supernova and delivering Supernova products to our customers. And we noticing that they experienced a lot of problems. The Supernova was often not very stable. It crashes. That's frozen screens. Our support department was busy to help customers solving the problems. And it's just customers were complaining and that it was very slow. It was not reacting very fast. So we therefore started with window eyes. In the beginning, it was a very good solution. We could implement it in server surroundings, also customers were very satisfied about the product. But when Windows 7 came, the problems. There will also be problems with window eyes from version 8, and so we again were looking for a product that was more suitable, and so we started again with Supernova, also sometimes Magic and JAWS. But with all this products, we also experienced problems. We couldn't install it on every server environment, and customers were complaining about instability problems, low reaction speeds, that it was not compatible with some browsers. So again, we had problems, and a few years later, we saw that NVDA was become a really good screen reader. And in the years before that, sometimes people use NVDA to use it as a second screen reader. If sometimes JAWS crashes or Supernova, they could use it to save the document or restart the computer. But I think from 2015 it became much stronger product, and a lot of users were going to use it as a primary screen reader instead of secondary. But of course, NVDA is only Braille and speech output. So we want to use also want to help our visually impaired customers. So we tried to connect at times Zoom text to NVDA. So we were looking for a way to connect the magnification possibilities of Zoom text and the enhancements on the screen, to connect it to the different focus and focus concepts of NVDA. And we made an add-on and called it USA, and try to implement it in organizations and deliver it to customers. Customers were a little bit satisfied. It worked a lot better than the standard accessibility options of Windows combined with NVDA. But again, Zoom text was experience is very heavy. We couldn't implement it on every server environment. People were complaining about frozen screens and instability. So therefore again we were looking for another solution, and at a certain moment Windows 10 had an update, and in that update they make it possible that we could reach the engine of the accessibility option, so the engine of the magnification software, and therefore we were able to create a new program, USA, Ultimate Screen Access, that uses the engine of the Microsoft magnification and the other enhancements on the screen, and we could implement it in NVDA. So USA is now an add-on in NVDA. So if you look at NVDA, you have a normal NVDA menu, but if you look at settings, you do not only have general and speech and Braille, but also display options, and there you can find all of the USA settings for adjusting colors or reverting the colors, the magnification level and things like that. And also, if you look at the help menu, there you see the shortcuts of USA and also the manual. So USA is fully integrated into NVDA as an add-on. Now, what offers USA? USA offers magnification and the most basic functionality, because what we want to achieve with this product is that people are satisfied about the product because it is very stable, it reacts very fast, it is lightweight, and it has the most common functionality. So we don't want to develop the package with the most functionality. I think that Zoom Text Fusion or Supernova on this moment has a lot more functionality. But we distinguish because it is a package that is very fast. We can restart it, start it, and close the package 8 times in one time that Supernova started. So it's a very fast package. Let's see, and furthermore, USA in combination with NVDA supports every Braille display, and it has over 70 voices in 40 languages. So it is also suitable to install in every country and used by any user. Let's see, we are developing USA, of course. We now have the second version, so we added some new functionality. So of course it's now also suitable for Windows 11 and the newest Office versions. And we also are developing special add-ons. For example, the Excel Navigator Pro. With the Excel Navigator Pro, you have all functionality of Supernova and JAWS combined that they offer in Excel, and we added some functionality as well. So with the Excel Navigator Pro, you have every functionality you can imagine with the screen reader in Excel to have more overview and work more efficient. So so we offer different add-ons that add certain functionality that you can use or in NVDA or in the USA combination. And we see that people really like it. Often we install different demo versions of Fusion, Supernova, and Ultimate Screen Access, so people can try it. And about 90% chooses USA after they tried it for a month. So we really see that customers are really satisfied about the product. So I think the unique selling point is that it's very fast. It starts in 3 seconds. It's lightweight, so you can also use it on computers that are a little bit older, 7, 8 years old. That's not the problem for USA. I should also look to the minimum requirements. That's a i3 processor with 4 gig of RAM and only 200 megabytes. So there's really low system requirements, certainly if you compare it to Zoom Text, for example, or Supernova. Of course, it also has limitations. It's not in every situation the best product. We at Babbage we also deliver the other products like Zoom Text, Supernova, JAWS, Fusion. So in certain situations, the other products can be stronger. For example, with USA, it isn't possible to have magnification on both screens at the same time. So you can connect 2 screens, but you only have magnification or other enhancements on the first screen, and on the second screen you can only have the overview. So if you really want to have 2 separate displays with enlargement, then for example Supernova is better suitable. And the magnification quality is not very good at high magnification. So if you use magnification of about 6, 7 or higher, then you really see that the text quality is becoming lower. Certainly if you compare it to Zoom Text or Supernova, then you see 20 or 25 magnification level, then it still is a very good quality. But with USA, I think you can enlarge it to 5 till 6 maximum. Above that, if you have normal vision, you can really see the difference in text. We have some customers who use it at a higher level and are severe visually impaired, and they don't see the quality differences. So sometimes it works, but I think that this is really a limitation of this package that you can only use it at magnification levels of till 6-7. But yeah, I must say, Babbage, if someone uses magnification of 8 or 10, then we really advise that person to really use speech instead of magnification. Maybe they use it just to support it, but I think that if someone uses 8 or higher magnification level, it's more suitable to use speech instead of your vision. So that's a limitation. So I think that are the two most important limitations. And we made a video of USA. In the video of only about 5 minutes, we show you how the package works and what the possibilities are. So Mario, can you start the video, please?
Welcome to this introductory video about Ultimate Screen Access, in short USA. Ultimate Screen Access is an assistive magnifier and screen reader software that enables people with visual impairments to process information on a Windows operating computer. USA enables that the computer can be operated either by using the mouse or entirely by keyboard. USA does not only include magnification, but also speech output and Braille. This package is excellent for the use with various types of visual impairments. USA can be used in work, study and home-related situations to make the desired information accessible on your computer. USA has several great assets. USA is known for its fast startup time, high response speed and low system requirements, which provides the desired stability.
Vergrotingsmeetblaad la claim Lermout Phineas Lina B30 Mail E31 en VD onbetekenend vergrotingsfactor 1.0.
The software is easy to use and your operating system can easily process this lightweight software package. USA can be used in combination with a program called Unicorn for professional server environments such as RDP, VDI or Citrix. With USA it is possible to choose from 40 voices in all common languages, such as Daniel, Emily or Serena in the English language.
Mijn naam is Xander.
Mijn naam is Claire.
My name is Samantha.
Using shortcut keys, it is easy to change the voices and adjust the settings, such as speaking speed or volume. In addition to these settings, your required color scheme and magnification factor can easily and quickly be adjusted to your personal preferences. Due to USA's high response speed, USA works accurately in all situations. USA has a clear settings menu in which all personal preferences for magnification, image enhancement, speech and Braille can be adjusted. In addition, the English manual or shortcut key list can be opened from the menu. USA has all necessary standard functions, but it is also possible to install additional extensions and functionality. The menu and its functions can be fully controlled with the shortcut keys. These include, for example, providing the time and date, toggling between different screen focuses and stopping the speech. When you are using the magnification within USA, it is possible to round off the letters, making them appear less grainy. Magnification can be set from 1 to 80. Since the magnification option is directly connected to the computer focus, it does not delay your computer's responsiveness. USA features all common color schemes such as high contrast and inverted colors. Using the focus and cursor markings, it is easy to follow your tasks on your computer. The speech settings, voices, speed, volume and quality can be changed quickly using the integrated voice rotor or shortcut combinations.
Volume 100, toonhoogte 50, snelheid 50, variant premium, stem Xander,
Stem Claire Nederlands.
Stem Samantha Engels.
Stem Serena Engels.
Ultimate Screen Access works seamlessly with all Braille display models. It also supports all Braille tables. Once a Braille display is linked, USA can detect the Braille display automatically. USA works together with every internet browser such as Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Microsoft Edge and Internet Explorer. Websites are easy to visit since USA has extensive features to easily navigate within a website. For example, you can navigate by headings, previously visited links, input fields and buttons. In addition, you can search for a keyword or retrieve lists of links or headings on the website to help you better navigate the internet. USA makes it possible to navigate a website entirely with the keyboard and control all of its functions. Text can be converted to speech, read in Braille, or presented visually with image enhancement or magnification, making it suitable for everyone with a visual impairment. Ultimate Screen Access is a simple software package that, with the right skills and training, can be used in various situations. It is possible to get a trial version so that you can try the program yourself at work, or during your studies, or at home. We can also provide you a demonstration and advise you on the most suitable software package for you personally.
Yes, so there was a short video. Yeah, it's good to know that tomorrow and Friday we also have demonstration online at 11:30. And we go more in depth about USA and the comparison to other software packages and how it works more technical. And but yeah, in this presentation, I really want to mention a few things. Yeah, because the unique selling points of Ultimate Screen Access are that's very lightweight, so you can use it on all PCs or PCs with minimal system requirements. It's very fast. It starts within 2 till maximum 3 seconds, so that's very fast. It's very easy to learn. If you compare it to other packages, it has about 85 pages of manual with the NVDA, so the screen reader functionality, and our own package USA, it's only 2 pages of manuals and a few shortcuts, so that's very easy to learn. And if someone wants to has, for example, Fusion or Supernova, it's very easy to use USA. And if you compare it to Supernova, I think it's about 600 pages of manual, and Fusion over 1500. Now, then what most people experience is that the responsiveness is very high. If you press a key, the magnification will directly go to that point. And if you compare it to other products, that's very, very different. So yeah, it's very lightweight, so it reacts instantly. And yeah, I work with it myself, and it's very steady. I don't have frozen screens anymore or crashes. So I think that's really an advantage. So it contains the most common options, but yeah, if you really are looking to a package that has really extensive functionality, I don't think that USA is the right package, but I think that we can help about 90% of our customers with this solution. And if they have really specific demands, then sometimes we offer them another product. Yeah, maybe you're a distributor. What are maybe the benefits of delivering USA if you compare it to other products? Yeah, the most important thing is high customer satisfaction. I really see that that customers are more happy with USA, that they don't experience all of the problems that occur with other packages. So yeah, I think customers will be satisfied. And also you don't need the same resources at your support department. It is very easy to install, so that's a very benefit. And it really has a competing price level. So if you want to have a tender, for example, I think you are able to offer it to a very really interesting price, and you also have a decent profit margin. So I think that if you compare it to other packages, it's really a benefit that we can offer it to a reasonable price. And the last thing I want to mention is that we can implement it very easily at also at large organizations. So of course you can install it on your local computer at the home situation or at the students, but sometimes in large organizations they have like a server environment with Citrix. So to implement USA and NVDA in that kind of surroundings, we developed a unique tool that's Unicorn, and I want to give the word to my colleague Mario to elaborate about that.
Okay, thank you, Joost. Yeah, to start with, I think it's good to explain a bit more detailed why we started developing Unicorn. This was, as Joost mentioned, that the two major accessibility software producers did have solutions for remote desktops, but for standalone purposes, these products might be absolutely very functional, but this is for standalone alone. And in corporate environments, and that I can say from my experience without an exception, the ICT departments, the ICT departments, I'm sorry, were bothered with a resource footprint and the stability problems and the terrible response times of these products. And one time, I recall one occurrence in my past that I was invited to give a demonstration to a group of visually impaired municipality employees, and all of them were using different accessibility software. And it was my task to convince them with a demonstration for using USA, NVDA, and Unicorn. But the guy of the ICT department took over my demo because within half an hour, he was convinced that these products were the way to go for the end users. So he convinced the end users, don't hesitate, please start using these products. And Unicorn was more or less the key in this demo, because they had to cope with a solution on their Citrix environment. And Unicorn, more or less, the only thing it does, it allows you to create communication channel between the client and the remote desktop. It's more or less a toolbox that you can use for any equipment, and it supports Microsoft Remote Desktop, Citrix, VM Horizon, and to our opinion, if we meet a new taste of software, we will add this to Unicorn to just make it a better product. But we started with this product because we needed a solution for our customers. One very big, not unique, but one very big advantage is the design choices we made in the beginning, because what we do is we add a communication channel to the already existing communication channels. Because if you build up a remote session, you have a channel for the keyboard and for the clipboard, for the video, for the sound. Sometimes, if it's allowed for USB connection, most of the times blocked, of course. Anyway, these communication channels are already there. And what we do is we just simply add one to it for communication between the two screen reader sessions. And the fact that we chose for exactly the same protocol, just adding one channel, avoids conversations with your customers about security, because already there are channels and we just add one of the same, with the same protocol, and of course with the same security conversation. Up to now, we didn't have too much discussion. I mean, I had to explain, of course, during this project, but there were no big discussions about the fact that it would be not secure or things like that. And yeah, you can see in the list of our website that we have many very big corporate customers, and sometimes with software framework security documents of 80 pages for one contract. So we have our experience in security levels. Yeah, and we use banks and very many corporate environments. So one big advantage, of course, for this software, Unicorn and USA and so on, it is scalable. Whatever size company you meet, this doesn't give a problem, because if you don't use the component, it doesn't use any resource. For that reason, we have customers that installed USA, NVDA, and Unicorn in their complete Citrix farm, because it doesn't influence anything. It only is when one customer it is used, it uses only one customer's resource in this process. So, and to start with, I think it's interesting. Our first customer, the reason why we started with Unicorn was because the municipality of Rotterdam had severe problems with their Citrix environment and assistive software. And they, after the first conversations, they agreed to start up a project together with us to start developing Unicorn, more or less. So, and nowadays, and I think we took a half a year to 3/4 of a year to accomplish this development. And nowadays, their complete Citrix farm and all their 11,700 thin clients have a Unicorn, NVDA, and USA installed. And it's configured like that. If an end user, a blind end user or a visually impaired end user starts his session, he has to log in, of course, and together with his credentials, his complete configuration is deployed. So basically, this employee can sit anywhere in the organization on one of the 11,700 endpoints, log in, plug in his braille display, and log in and start his job. Of course, last years this was a little bit of a problem because they were not allowed to go to the office, so they had to work from home. But from home, this was equally suitable to start on the personal computer, on their own computer, with the client software installed and a VPN connection. Basically, the way we designed Unicorn is that it doesn't need too much bandwidth, so it doesn't really, it doesn't really add much traffic to the connection. I think the video and the sound of your session is most demanding, and then the bandwidth of the screen reader and accessibility software is almost close to zero. We try to measure the resources needed, but it's almost impossible to measure. Of course, when it comes to security, our customers, our corporate customers, all have their specific demands. So the licensing of this software, I think up to now we have solved every demand. So all, I think if you talk about licensing, all different tastes are possible. Like sometimes some companies we sell a site license, which means within their network they are allowed to use this software for the amount of customers we have agreed. Some environments are non-persistent, so this virtual, the customers, the end employees, they work on virtual machines, and every week they have a different virtual machine, which costs, of course, activation keys. We have solved that by activating and deactivating the license automatically. As I said, all tastes of licensing are more or less possible. And of course, there are a little bit also, how do you say it, counterparts, I think it's in English. The reality is not always nice and shiny, because this big environments, these 10,000 or more endpoints, many times they use application management software, and one of the names perhaps you know is Ivanti. And these companies use this application management software to automate absolutely anything. So they don't actually install anything themselves, but every piece of software is managed by this software application management system. And of course, this must be configured for Unicorn. This must be configured for NVDA, for USA, and all the interaction between software components is blocked, of course, by this software. So you have to configure everything, and this means that if you want to buy licenses from Access for You for corporate businesses, you almost guaranteed need the assistance of Babbage for our support engineer or engineers, and but we always manage to install and yeah, to keep the functionality up and running for these kind of environments. So perhaps anyone has any questions about this? I don't know how to detect questions. Okay, I'll unmute everyone in the end of the lecture, I think. And now I will give the word back to Joost, I think.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mario, thanks for your part about Unicorn. It's quite technical, of course, but yeah, it's good to know that Unicorn works as a tool that you can connect your NVDA or USA on the server to your own desktop, so that you can have access to the application with magnification, with speech and with Braille, and it's very responsive. So yeah, people really don't notice that there is Unicorn tool and an extra NVDA version on the server. It just works instantly, as if they just have the application not on the server but locally on their computer. Yeah, we talked in this presentation about why we developed USA, how we can compare it to other software solutions, what are the unique selling points, like the responsiveness, stability, and that it offers the most basic functionality. Also limitations, that you can't use dual screen or very high enlargements. And Mario just talked about Unicorn, because with Unicorn you're able to implement USA or NVDA organizational wide in large governmental or business organizations. And in the Netherlands, we're quite successful with that approach. Mario just mentioned to the municipality of Rotterdam. We there made 11,700 workplaces accessible with the combination of USA and Unicorn. And we see more large organizations in the Netherlands that want to be an inclusive employer. And yeah, you can of course make every single workplace accessible, but it's much better strategy to make sure you have the conditions for people to work there with a certain visual impairments. So so we see large organizations like the Dutch telecom company KPN, or other municipalities like gemeente Deventer, and also other organizations like health insurance companies or banks, that they all want to have a solution that they can instantly use to when someone with an employee is coming to work there with a vision impairment or blind computer user, that they instantly have their software. So because in Rotterdam it only takes 1 or 2 days to give them access to magnification, speech or Braille. And yeah, if you only have one workplace, sometimes it takes months to implement the software. So yeah, for example, we helped the large bank in the Netherlands, ING. It's a bank that's also is active in 41 countries. And at ING, they were working about 15 employees with a visual impairment in the Netherlands. And yeah, they experience all kinds of technical problems with the solutions they have. So they used Supernova, ZoomText Fusion, ZoomText and JAWS. And yeah, sometimes the browser was incompatible, the screen freezes. They also don't have access to the server environment, or it isn't suitable to work with certain business applications. And we started the pilot with ING. Half of the employees were able to work with USA for half a year, and the other half stayed with our current solution. And they tested on certain moments if the employees are satisfied, how their productivity was, if they experienced accessibility problems, so all kinds of criteria. And in the end, they really saw a large difference in the two groups. The group that uses their current equipment and software solutions really experienced all kinds of technical problems and had lower productivity and labor satisfaction compared to the USA group that was much more satisfied and really could work on a higher speed and had better access to the business applications and the server surrounding. So then ING decided to add more users. So also employees from Germany and Belgium were able to use USA, and when that was successful, they now implemented it in 41 countries. So if someone is blind or visually impaired and is going to work at ING in one of the 41 countries, they can go to the virtual store and just select USA or NVDA, and it is directly downloaded on their computer. So in that way, ING is really a more inclusive employer. They can now instantly offer enlargement, speech or braille in about 40 languages and with 70 voices. So that's really a unique project where we work together with IT and HR from ING. So I think that USA, of course, as a software package is suitable for the home situation and study environment. I think that a lot of customers only want the basic functionality. I want a reliable package that is stable and is responsive, and don't use all of the extensive functionality that is offered in, for example, Fusion or Supernova. Also, USA is easy to learn. I see in practice that people who use USA needs less training than, for example, in Fusion. They have different packages and context dependent settings, and you have a settings menu and options, and people don't know where to find it. USA has just one settings menu, so I think it's very easy to use and reliable and fast. And when you combine it with Unicorn software, then it's you can implement it in, for example, Citrix or RDP environments, and it is suitable to pick up large projects and really help organizations to implement this kind of software. And from us, from Babbage, we really are able and willing to help you if you really are in doubt how to start with this kind of projects, or you want to have more in-depth technical information. Please contact us, and we can look into it and see how we can set up a project together, or how you can support you to implement this kind of solutions organizational wide in the organizations. And of course, we can also think of also to set up a pilot. We can help you to set up a pilot at a certain organization, like we did at ING, for example, at Rabobank, at large municipalities and other governmental departments in the Netherlands. And because if you have a pilot, then they really see the difference between the way USA works and the other packages. So that really can convince them to spread USA in the organization. So that's about the USA. What we can offer you, how to help it to develop it in your market and start maybe a pilot at a large organization, or perform a pilot. And now I really want to give the word to Dragon and Lena. They are developing also software and using one of our hardware products for motor impairments. And I hope you're here both. And I want to give the word to you, please.
Yes, hi.
Hi.
My name is Alex Mara from Dragon and Linat, and joining us is also Mr. Hansjörg Linat, our boss. And I will just quickly say how happy we are to to have connected to your company, because it gave us so many interesting and fruitful ideas in ways to develop our products, or in ways to create solution for customers that we well, not ignored, but they weren't necessarily our main focus. And in the very few time, small time that I have, I will just quickly show an idea that just came out of this conversation that our companies had together, and it involves, but not necessarily has to do with this small box that I think you already shown, because I had to come in a little bit later in the call. I don't know if you already talked about it a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about it, but we didn't show it yet. So
Okay.
you are the first one to show
Okay.
it to the public.
Okay. So I see. So it kind of blends in with my background, because it's gray, but it's as big as my head, I would say, and it has some connections on the back. So it's a completely standalone computer. It's a Linux system, and basically what it does, it would allow me to do dictation. So it has a switch. There are so many types of switches that we can use. I use like a very small, gentle one, so it doesn't do that much of a sound. But you can use like anything you want. And so basically, what I can do with it, let me just open an editor. It will be in German, but I think that's not going to be a problem. So I just press that switch, and then it will start recording. So I'm going to do this now. Dies ist ein Test. Ich sage jetzt ein paar Wörter. So after I've pressed the switch again, it just, connected to Google and translated this. Well, it didn't translate it. It just write it out as a text. So this is really a great idea, because you can use this box and go anywhere you want. I think you already have like the idea of putting some of this dictionary offline, but as it is, it's really a great implementation. And what we are doing, we're creating with our tool EasyTask, we're creating jobs and way to navigate on the screen faster. And we thought maybe we can use this as a command input. So we tested a little bit, and it works pretty well. Of course, this is just a prototype, but for the first impression, we are really hyped about it. So for instance, what I can do is, of course, I can make like comments that concern the text. I can say alles markieren, which means in German select all, and it should select all. If not, then I did something on the configuration wrong. Well, it did. Well, so it selected all. So obviously it worked. And so this is just the basics. How the box came to us, the whole idea, and then we started thinking about it. What can we do with it? And what we have a tool called Xtab, and with Xtab, basically, it's I have an app. Oh, let me just present my screen. I cannot do that. Anyway, or you. I don't know if you can.
Shall I? Yeah, one moment.
Yeah.
I can open share screen. Okay. Now it should be able to share your screen.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay.
So what I was talking about, and you haven't seen because I forgot to share my screen, is that it actually typed in the things and then it selected all. And one of our application called Xtab, the whole idea about it, let's say you have an application that has a lot of fields, a lot of buttons, and I don't know what. And what we do for our blind customers, we have they press the key combination, Control Alt Enter, and it brings a list of all the elements, and you can navigate through that list with first letter navigation. For instance, I want to go to Schlagwort, which is something like keywords. I just press in S until I find it, and I'm pressing Enter, and it brings it goes to the keywords field. So this is basically X-tab. Now, after talking with Babbage, then came the idea: can we use this as a sighted person that doesn't have the ability to use a keyboard that good? And now it started this brought us to a few ideas. And what we did, we created a layer over the application. So basically I'm pressing now, completely not concerning the box. I'm just pressing a specific, let me just I'm pressing a specific key combination, and it brings a layer that, it shows me on the screen every element of my application, and it's numbered. And now what I can do, I can still press the tab key to move from one element to the other. So you have to imagine, maybe those elements that I'm tapping right now, normally I could not reach them with tab. Now I can reach them with tab. And then I say, okay, I want to go to Nachname, which is like name, and I'm pressing the space key or enter, and I'm going with the focus there. And the whole idea with the speech box, which is constantly recording now. Let me just stop this. I have no idea what is going to come up as a translation. And the whole idea with this box is that we can use commands in order to do exactly that. So I'm going to try this. So in German, I just defined a command called show window, and which is in German would be Zeigefenster. So I'm going to try this. So I'm pressing the record button. Give me a second. Zeigefenster. I'm still dealing a little bit with the whole tweaking of it, but it did what it should do. So it just executed the command, and it showed me the window, and I can say, for instance, now press 2. Let's try this. It will be drücke 2 in German. So I'm gonna do this command. So I'm seeing the 2 is the search field. So I want to go there basically. So I'm doing this command. Drücke 2. It might be it did. So I'm happy. Everything that I actually wanted to show you, it worked pretty well, even in those environments with the Zoom meeting and everything. So we're really very excited about this, because we have ways of accessing applications in a way that we've never had before. And this is for us as an innovative software development company, it's really a great thing. And we are really very happy to have you guys in contact and to do this work together.
I would just like to add. So this is Hans-Jörg speaking. This solution, the idea from Mario, it's about people who maybe have no hands at all. So they would have to use their eyes to control the mouse, or there are systems where you move your head. This is okay, but it's sort of slow. And having the possibility to just say something like click 7, click 5, so makes things just much faster.
Yeah, and one of the design demands was also that it would be possible to combine it with other operating systems like the Apple and the Chromebook operating system, because it connects to the keyboard interface. So every equipment with a keyboard interface can be used in combination with the speech box. So yes. This is a nice feature, because in our daily practice we have a lot of Chromebook students already, so, with motor impairment problems. and we are happy to. We are very happy to have the same opinion as Drager and Linus about how to help customers, and we are equally enthusiastic about our cooperation. To be honest.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Drager and Linus, for your contribution. So I think it's really a strong.
You're welcome.
Yes, I think it's really a strong combination of your software solutions with the speech box, and it can really help people that maybe are visually impaired and has motor disabilities, or just have a motor impairment and can't use keyboard or the mouse. So yeah, really good. Thank you. So today, to sum up, we started with the package you use, Ultimate Screen Access, what the unique selling points are, also of course limitations, but I think it's a very strong product if you compare it to other solutions. And then Mario talked about Unicorn, what kind of tool it is and how it can help to implement assistive technology software at larger organizations and governmental departments, for example, where they have Citrix or other server environments. And yeah, with Unicorn, we are able to help large organizations to implement software organizational wide, so that they can offer magnification, speech, and braille directly at any workplace. So if there are new employees with a certain disability, then an organization can directly help them to offer this solution on their workplace. So yeah, if you want to test USA, of course, that's possible. Please send an email at access for you, and you write access and for you. So it's info@accessforyou.eu. Yeah, thank you, Mario. So that's info@accessforyou.eu. And we can send you a link for a demo. Of course, we can also help you with more technical information if you want to have more in-depth info. And maybe we can do a pilot together. If you maybe are helping an organization, you're stuck, or the things aren't working out well, maybe we can do a pilot to see how it can work in that organization. And of course, it's also possible to send you more information on USA or on Unicorn, or send you the link for the video. So if you want, you can leave your email address in the chat, or later on send us an email with your questions. Maybe there are some questions that people want to ask right now.
And anyone unmute himself if you want to put a question?
No, I don't think there are questions. Okay. Maybe we had a very clear story. So yeah, if you're interested in any information, please send us an email. And of course, if you want to have more information about EasyTask or Xtab, please contact Drager and Linus. And also tomorrow we have also our own workshop on USA, and that's on 11:30. And you also have a workshop tomorrow and Friday, Drager and Linus?
Hans, do you have?
Yes. Yes, we have workshops tomorrow at 10 o'clock about 3 of our products. The same on Friday, and in the afternoon, I think we will be joining you every day. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, the same session. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for your attention, and maybe see you again in another presentation.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you, guys.